One of the first questions men ask each other is about their work. Here is how I like to answer that question. I help men enter silence. Now, I'll get some fascinating responses to that one. On the whole, I think the idea of silence strikes men as odd, even a little bit bizarre. And underneath that, there is some unnamed anxiety about it all. Yet there is also curiosity and interest. That's why I try to help them structure silence. It could be just 5 minutes long or for an entire day. But something happens there that happens nowhere else. I think silence could be a man's best friend. Here are 4 reasons why. First, men feel increasingly pressured and fragmented. I hear this all the time. The relentless pace of life, the endless emails, the constant deadlines, the stress and scramble of it all is fragmenting men's souls. They feel confused and disoriented. But in the silence, nothing is expected. The burdens of the world drop off. The anxieties of life dissipate. They enter another realm, the world of the eternal, the world of God. What they taste there is intoxicating. Instead of feeling pressured, they find the peace of Christ. Instead of feeling fragmented, they find their center in God Himself. Reason number 2, silence opens the door for self-awareness. Men are often out of touch with their emotions and desires. They become pinballs, jostled this way and that, reacting and overreacting. It is a life of defending, posing, and running. But silence allows the deep things of the heart to surface, the suppressed emotion, as well as the core desires that shape men. When a man gets in touch with his heart, something astounding happens. He gets in touch with the creator of his heart, calling out to him in those desires. Reason number 3, silence opens the door to God awareness. Undergirding the entire story of the Bible are 2 massive realities. God is always present, and He is always working. All of a man's dysfunctions flow from his inability to live in those 2 realities. All of our striving, all of our addictions and neuroses, all of our thoughtless acts and petty sins come out of a felt vacuum, felt at our core. But in the silence, when a man waits on God, he finds that the vacuum is being filled. His soul is intersecting those 2 massive realities. He is not only being healed, he's becoming a real man. Reason number 4, silence makes a man heroic. Now, this last reason is probably a bit hard to swallow, but I really think it's true. When a man experiences his core longings being touched by the Father's love in the silence, he is free to give himself away to others. He is no longer using them to prop up his own soul. He can offer them something life-sustaining and soul-nourishing. This is what true heroes do. They let themselves go for the sake of others. But the capacity to do that starts in the silence. So you have nothing to fear about the silence and much to gain. There you will meet the living God. There you will also meet your true self.